Welcome back, guys, to Freshwater Healer. I pray all is well with you guys today. Today's message is actually a question. And the question is, are you a means to an end in someone's life? Now, I want you to ask yourself, am I? Well, let's define what it is to be a means to an end in someone's life. It's an activity or process done in order to accomplish or to achieve a goal. It is often used to describe things that a person considers to be necessary to suffer through in order to accomplish their real goal. And when I say real goal, guys, what I'm referring to is sometimes people come in your life under the pretense of wanting a relationship or loving you, but behind the manipulation is the real goal. They don't tell you about that. That's the mystery. When an individual is described as a means to an end, it means that another person is using them as a convenient tool to get what they want. Now, let's look at an example of someone using you as a means to an end. Spending time with a particular person that they may find a little boring, but to get what they want, whether it's financial help, sex, or whatever the case may be, that person becomes necessary. That person is used as a necessary means to an end. In other words, a convenient tool for their own needs and desires. It's about them. Now let's look at some specific signs that indicate someone is using you as a means to an end. And I really want you guys to pay attention because I want you to be aware of this type of person. You may already know someone like this, but I want you to be able to recognize this person. Number one-sided effort. You're always initiating contact, planning activities, and even paying for things such as dates, outings, traveling. You're always paying for it. Number two, your needs are disregarded. It doesn't matter what you want. There's a lack of care for your feelings. All the way around, emotional neglect. It's a care for what you feel, and it's a lack of care for your time. Inconsistent attention and affection. You only receive affection when there's a need. Affectionate only when they need something. Other than that, you're ignored. An emotional manipulator. You're pressed to do things you're not comfortable with. And your boundaries are ignored. There's no regard for no. You tell them no, they do it anyway. Do you know anyone like that? I remember I used to know someone like that. Yeah. But I didn't know the signs. But I'm telling you guys because I want you to recognize the red flags. Lack of reciprocity. Reciprocity is mutual exchange in relationship. They ask for favors but rarely offer favor in return. And there's no gratitude for anything that you do. It's almost as if you're supposed to do it, or they have a right to whatever they ask you for. Disinterested after their needs are met. After you give them what they want, the interest decrease. Constant demands. It's never enough. There's always a need or there's always a problem. And they continuously want more and more. Constantly breaking promises or making empty promises. Promises are made to gain your cooperation. After you cooperate, the promises they made, it never comes to pass. And they fail to follow up on those promises. Devalue your worth and importance. Making you feel less about yourself, constantly being dismissive to you and belittling you. Guilt tripping or blaming. They make you feel bad for saying no. Or even when you stand up for yourself, they make you feel bad about it. Do you guys know anyone like that? Again, pay attention. If you recognize any of these patterns of manipulation, and that's exactly what it is, in your relationship, just know that's not love. I want you to be awakened to this. If you really want to know how someone feels about you, it's quite simple. Look at how they treat you. That will tell you how they feel about you. If they disrespect you, ignore you, toy with your emotions, don't consider you, and put you and your needs on the back burner, most likely they're not really into you. And I know that's kind of harsh to hear, but it's true. Someone that loves you does not constantly disrespect you, ignore you, toy with your emotions. They protect your emotions, not toy with them. And don't consider you, don't consider what you need or what you want. That is not love, guys. Now I want you to remember this. A person never loves you beyond how they treat you. Don't look at their actions. I'm sorry. Don't look at what they say. Look at their actions. Look at what they do. Now, after you recognize the signs, you must address it. Don't ignore it. Just don't ghost them. Address it. And communicate your feelings. And just don't ignore it and just stay. Address the situation. You can't change it if you don't say something. Set boundaries. And then do a complete reevaluation of the relationship. Go into reflection. Evaluate if you're being physically, mentally, or emotionally abused. Evaluate that, because it matters how people treat you, but it really matters how you treat yourself. Be true to yourself always, and acknowledge that you deserve better. Acknowledge what you deserve. Know that you deserve equal care. If you care about them, you deserve someone to care about you the same. Acknowledge that you deserve effort in a relationship. You deserve affection. You deserve respect. You deserve communication, and most of all, you deserve love. If they continue this behavior, you have to let them go. Let go of what doesn't serve you. Let go of what doesn't serve your highest good. You're going to have to let them go and move on. Forgive yourself and forgive them immediately, but move on. And take your power back. Yes, you have to take your power back. And sometimes you have to do it more than once. If you're talking to someone on the phone and they're talking crazy, hang up the phone and take your power back. Never leave your power with anyone. Always take it back, guys. Then begin to strengthen your connection with God. Your connection with God is so important. Because first, remember the great commandment. Love God first, love yourself, and then love others. And strengthen your connection with God while you're healing. The Bible strongly emphasizes the concept of reciprocity in relationships. This principle is known as the golden rule. Now, you guys have heard me talk about the golden rules many times in my videos. It encourages individuals to treat others with the same respect, the same kindness, and the same love that you desire for yourself. In other words, do to others as you would have them do to you. A simple act to remember when dealing with people. And that's in Matthew 7:12. Now you have a choice. If not, the Bible tells you in Galatians 6 and 7, you will reap what you sow. And you will. I hope that this message was helpful to you guys today. God bless you. I love you. And until next time.